A successful man cannot count his friends, but a failure is looking for friends. Welcome to this episode. And today we're going to Friday, November 24th, 2023. I began the day with 43 cities, 50 pesos as my shop money. Uh, what do I have here? Okay, I think I went to a place called Presbyterian School, and the head mistress received me well, but I think she was at a junior school, GSSS, and one Madam Gifty volunteered, accepted, let me say, accepted to uh, keep a few of my pamphlets to sell to the students. That was kind of her. I remember a place I went back again, maybe a second time, and they were looking at me with some suspicion. They didn't like me being there. Mm. I went up to the senior secondary school, and that was where that happened. And I think they talked to the mistress of the GSSS, and she also didn't like it. That's what happens. Pressure. She was very good and very nice, but then I think they saw her and asked her, "Why do you allow this man to come and be moving our classrooms?" you know. So that's it. This is my autobiography, part of my autobiography. So uh, I even wrote down Madam Gipsy's number here. 0547123747, or we can say 233 547 123 747. So I am hesitant about going to the place. I told them I might not come back there. So that was all. So I went to Presby School at Moshizongo. At the time, she was teaching in class 4, Moshizongo Presby. And Presby sales. Yes, I gave one of the pamphlets to a little girl called Maria Awal. She took the grandmother's phone and phoned me, telling me she wanted one of the scripts. In fact, at least another person did that at another school at Dichamsu, on the way to Pakoso. I asked her, whose phone are you using? She said, my grandmother. So when I went, she was not there. I gave her a copy, and later on, the grandmother paid. And this is a school where they didn't want me to come and sell. And you say Presby school, but there are Muslim students there. This is Muslim people's there, let me say. This one, Maria Adam, is a Muslim. But they didn't want me to sell the pamphlets there. Okay. Uh, then that day I bought small mangoes. Let me go back to my tiny uh, purchases. I bought small mangoes times 4 of them for 5 cities. Then 2 were added to me. I bought a hanky that day for 5 cities. Kinky 30 cities times six balls of kinky for 30 cities. I made sales, and I created this if it's 20 cities. I also got to the National Health Insurance to renew my insurance card, and it was free because I had gotten 70 years. For people above 70, it's free. Okay, we go to I spent 61 cities, two pesos that day. We go to Saturday, November 25th, and I had two cities, 50 pesos left as my chop money. And I cashed money from my wallet, 50, uh, from my phone wallet, 50 cities. Mm. I bought charcoal 5 cities, rice times 3, 18 cities. I think this little cups. I can't guess the volume. Mm. Maybe maybe 500 mils or so, or a little more, mm, for uh, 18 cities, 3 cups of them. Okay, we're still on Saturday, November 25. There was rain shower that day, 8 p.m. in the night. That night, it was from 8 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. I didn't say about. I'm sorry. Is there about 8 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. to about 8:15 p.m. We go to Sunday, November 26. Thursday, Sunday, November 26. That day, I spent 6 cities. I don't know on what. Okay, I bought eggs. Mm. I suppose raw eggs to fry, 3 of them for 6 cities. I remember I didn't go anywhere except asking for the eggs, going out for the eggs. No, within the compound. I think within the compound, I didn't go anywhere. I bought the eggs within the compound. We go to November 27. It was a Monday, and I had 23 cities, 50 pesos left to make use of. And I spent how much? 33 cities, 80 pesos that day. Mm. I saw one Ustaz at Salafia, uh, and it's called Ustaz Hassan. And he didn't quite reject me, but I think he gave a reasonable excuse uh, for not being able to allow me to sell the pamphlets at that time. At that time, I also went to one of Atta. She is the headmaster of King Faisal. He accepted me very well, wholeheartedly, and encouraged the students to buy some. I went round, but they didn't have money. I remember one occasion, two brothers said they needed some, uh, one each. I gave them. One managed to pay after some pressure. The other hasn't paid till now, and he even didn't come to school. I don't know whether he stopped permanently or was yet to come to pay. Mm. So you see that the small boys like the pamphlets, but the ability to pay does not lie on them. It lies on the parents. The, the parents have to give them money before, and the parents don't have money. They give them more or less precisely what they need. So the two boys, one was able to get the money, the other was not. I remember one student who came to me in a book watchman and told me that dad asked me to come and buy 2 of the pamphlets. He gave me money to come and buy. You see, so when you go somewhere and people reject you, sometimes you don't understand. I always tell them the students they like it, and it's helpful. And when they take them home, their parents will read some. I used to tell them. So let's see. Uh, so that day of Ata, yeah, I was with Ofata, yes. So it's a very nice man. Mm. Uh, I spoke Hausa to him sometimes. He said, no, I don't understand Hausa, you see. But my fellow Muslims who understand Hausa, maybe from the Zongo and North, only a few of them are accommodating. Most of them, they will accommodate you for some time and later backslide. Let me say so. Mm. But this, here we call them Ashanti grammars, those grammars who are not northern origin or Hausa origin, they can be very, very, very faithful people. That's what I've seen. It varies anyway, because not all Zongo people are bad. Once in a while, you meet one or two of them. I remember Mr. Sakib at Watania near the post office, very cooperative. He took my books and sold for me. Uh, so I spent the three cities 80 pesos that day. Sorry for repetition, repeating several times. It's to keep me reminding myself of where to go. We go to November 28th. It was a Tuesday, and I was left with 15 cities, 70 pesos. And do I need to go to recount my rounds? No, I don't think so. I spent 26 cities that day. Mm. Then I read little things here. That day I was given a Google verification code of 822619. I wrote it down, though it's going to last for only maybe that day only. Okay. Uh, yes, I had a strange cat coming to me there for little crumbs of food. I was watching it and it was growing big and big and big. And then it gave, it delivered some kittens. I think that was Friday 10/11. Then I realized that they began to walk mm, on the 29th 11. That's 19 days ago, 19 days earlier. I don't know if that's a normal time that kittens used to walk, but then that is no nine. No, it's 29. Let me refer to Friday 10/11. Let me refer to Friday 10/11. Let's see. Friday 10/11. Friday 10/11. I've written here cat birth. Mm, cat birth. In other words, the cat give birth. Mm, right or wrongly, I don't know. So pardon me. Mm. And 19 days later, I noticed that the kittens were walking. So, how much time does it take a human being to walk, a baby to walk? Maybe, probably get into a year. Mm. Okay, let's go back to the 19th and see. 29th rather. Let's go back. So I always cause confusion. When I go backwards, it's very difficult to make back my bearing to relocate where I started from. Okay, yes, 29th 11. That's where I wrote, I've got it. That's where I wrote uh, 29th. Kittens start to walk, yes, and I spent 26 cities that day. We go to November 30th. It was a Thursday, and November 20th. I have it here. Atta returns books and scripts. I think he got them to sell, but couldn't sell all. I say he's a nice man. I'm told he leads people. Somebody told me outside is a nice man and he leads people in prayers. That's a very good example of an imam, even though he doesn't call himself imam. He just calls himself Ofa'ata uh, of King Faisal. Mm. Uh, we go to Friday. We go to the month of December, and it started on a Friday, 1st December. I have it here F1/12. 75 cities, 70 pesos to begin with the day. And I spent just 6 cities that day. There was a sudden rainfall from 8:10 p.m. to 8:20 p.m. That's just 10 minutes. Uh, we go to Saturday, December 2, and I began the day with 69 CDs, 70 pesos as my chop money. And I spent 63 CDs that day. How much will left? About 6 CDs or 5 CDs or something. Mm. But then I think I made some money. I think so. Yes, I made sales of 34 CDs. 34 CDs. And so the following day, Sunday, December 3, I had 40 CDs, 10 pesos left. Mm. And I spent nothing. I didn't go anywhere that Sunday. Uh, we go to Monday, December 4, and I stated I still had 40 cities, 10 pesos as my spending money. Spending money, chop money, whatnot is at the same as my spending money. And how much did I spend that day? 57 cities, 00 pesos. Okay, I might have made some sales. I might have made some sales. Okay, I went to the bank. I made some sales of 27 CDs. So I could spend 57 CDs that day. Uh, I also went to the bank. I think I removed 10,000 CDs here. I don't know, maybe, but I have it here 10,000 CDs. Whether I removed it or not, I don't know. Uh, uh, when I say remove, I mean withdraw. Well, I mean, when I say remove, I mean withdraw. So remove to withdraw. Maybe I can't figure out things now. Mm. Uh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I wrote it for some to remind me of something. I don't know. Let's go to December 5, and it was a Tuesday, and I had 10 cities, 50 pesos left. Mm. And how much did I spend that day? Tuesday, December 5, beginning with 10 cities, 50 pesos. I can't get it here. I can't get it here. No, I don't think I spent anything because the following day, Wednesday, December 6th, I still had 10 cities, 50 pesos. No, I didn't spend anything. I think I should put somewhere here 0.00. Mm. Uh, yes, I remember a namesake called Sule, a tailor at Bokrom, sent me 40 cities and I sent it back. A visitor of his entered the mosque where I stayed, the house I stayed, and exchanged my cord. I was very lucky that I questioned him where he was coming from, and he told me he was coming from from Sule, a tailor shop nearby. When he was leaving, he left some bad cords for me and took my good one away. I told Sule, and he called him, and also the sister. And the sister promised to pay to buy one for me. He didn't. I Sule himself, after a very long time, told me he was ready to pay. I should give him a picture of the code that I have. That's the, what do you call it? The pin that enters. I give him. He also dragged his feet for a long time, and I followed him. I pressed him on him, and he said, "Okay, what he would do is to send me the money to buy it." And we guessed the money should be around 40 or 50 cedis. And even sending that money to, it took him so much time, long time. But finally, I pressurized him. I put pressure on him, and he sent the money. I just wanted to see if he would send the money or not. When he did, I sent the money back to him. I told him no, I didn't need it. Mhm. He should take it. He was trying to resist. I said no. If you send it, I'll send it back to you. You didn't steal it, but you stood for them. You said you were going to pay. So pay and let's see. And then he was now wanted to backslide. I didn't agree. So I remember I put it here. Uh, uh, where is it? Sule Taylor sends 40 CDs. I sent it back to him. Mm. And I think even that was about 11:45 a.m. All right, we go to, and that day my phone wallet, I had 441 CDs, 60% left. Mm, I think so. I have it here on my in my journal, but I don't know quite what that number stands for. But I think my phone wallet, I had 441 CDs, not cash, but in my wallet. In my wallet. We go to 12 December 6th, and I still had December 6th, and I still had two 10 CDs, 50 pesos. Remember, I said I didn't spend anything. So the following day, December 6th, Wednesday, I still had 10 cities, 50 pesos as my chop money. Mm. Uh, that day, too, I went to Methodist Community School at Kwadasu, and the man there, Mr. Kwanzaa, also received me well. He, however, restricted my movement because he said the primary school they were too young, even though I had a different opinion because people younger than that. But he asked me to go to the GSS, and I went there, and that was fine of him. He sent some man to accompany me. Can I remember his name? A young man, very energetic, and he bought a few. The students bought a few. Mm. Oh, I've forgotten the young man's name. So I got Mr. Kwanzaa's number, and after some weeks, I rang back, and he gave a reason for not accommodating me because the director was around, mm, which was good of him. I don't mind. Then also I went to Iman Academy. They are also very good. Iman means faith in Islam. They are also good. One Abubakar uh, agreed to sell some for me. I gave him the number. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to sell it for a number of months, maybe at least 2 months or 3 months. And I understand him because they have their own books to sell. So he was only sacrificing for me. Hopefully, one day he will sell the books. The pamphlets will not come back to me unsold, I believe. Um, then I went to Great Omans. Great Omans is also at Moshizongo, just in the same area, around the same area. I was talented to one Mr. Opoku, who also directed me to the religious education mistress. I've forgotten the name. Uh, Maybe I'll get the name later. She was also accommodating. She got somebody to take me around the classrooms to promote the sale of my pamphlets. The students liked it, but no money. A few bought some anyway. Then we go to uh, let me see if I can get the name of this woman at Great Women's. Their religious and moral education mistress. No, I haven't got it here. Let's go to. I think viewers, we should pause here, mm, and continue from Thursday, July 12th. No, Thursday. No, rather Thursday. I'm sorry, and continue from December 7th. Mm, it's the 7th I use. I mistakenly called that July. I mistakenly called it July. We'll continue from December 7th, Thursday, 2023, when we come back, inshallah, God willing. Mm. Uh, thank you very much. Ila likai. Bye bye. Au revoir. And may God be with you all.